Okay.
We live and back in full effect again. What is up, and welcome back to another episode of the APF podcast, episode 53. It is I, the most phenomenal man that shocked the system, aka the coach.
Oh, and this is your boy going forward.
You,
And
you know, I decided to not call myself sexy, even though I am the sexiest man out there that shocked the system.
oh
But
Lord.
I decided to change it up and
Yeah,
not
you should.
because some people over here, some people want to be whining and complaining, talking, why you keep saying you're
Well,
sex?
I don't whine and complain about anything. What the fuck is this? The fuck? Anyways, yes, I don't whine and complain about anything. Okay. Jeez.
You sure about that?
Look, man, I don't complain. Look, I don't. All right. I try
So
not to.
so you didn't about the sexy thing, huh?
Hey, man,
But
this is
even though
between
I
us.
know I am, but
Yeah, that's all in your head. I get it. Yeah, I get it.
not really. But it's whatever. Just keep hating.
Whatever.
Just keep hating on Mr. P1 over here.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Please stop.
But
Anyways.
with that being said, let's get down
Hmm.
to business
Yes, yes.
with our
What's the first topic?
first is you know about Ayesha Curry? She sued
Oh no, she's
she
getting
sued
sued.
some
She's getting sued.
oh yeah she's getting sued
Hmm.
with the so it has where is it no Flutie Entertainment is suing her for 10 million over a cooking business
Yeah.
that
Um. Yeah. Okay, you can keep going.
that I guess that she and the company were like her personal brand was into it says here that Flutie Entertainment alleges that they assisted in building her personal brand into the well-known public figure she is today. And Robert Flutie reported that back in 2014, when she had a cooking blog called Little Lights of Mine, which was her only project at the time, she signed to Robert's company in November 2015 in hopes of building a separate brand apart from Steph Curry and his name. So and then
Mm.
it goes on, and then it goes on, and then she allegedly had to fire Flutie Entertainment out of the blue in May last year, and Robert Flutie about the was not known about the issues that they had. So then they're going to sue her for $10 million in damages and 50% interest in Yardy Girl and Ayesha's production company, and a percentage of the money she made from her cooking product and multiple business ventures. And
Yeah.
so that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of shit right there.
Yeah, it's a
That is a
lot.
lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So what is your take? What's your take on this?
My take is, basically this guy is saying because I remember I read this. I read a much more detailed version of what they're complaining about. And they're just complaining that she kind of put one over them in terms of not she didn't pay them out money that they need. Because I'm trying to find an actual thing here that talks about that. Oh yeah, they're suing her because they believe that she put unprecedented and significant harm on their brand, and they are also looking obviously for monetary deals as a result of her landing deals um, from them working together, and that's really what they're really looking for. They're just looking for money back because they don't have her anywhere as a client, and so they're just trying to look for some money, some funds back, And I don't think they really have something to complain. I think they should just move on. They're not going to win it anyways. I mean, how long is it going to take for them to get their money back from her anyways? Like, it's going to take a while, in today's
I
world.
mean,
But
I don't know if she got 10 million like that from their business. I don't know, but I don't know how much. I don't know all the logistics that goes behind how much she made, how much her business made, how much she made, how much all that extra. I don't know what goes into all that. So I don't know if she got 10 million realistically speaking. But you
I,
would expect that she would have 10 million, but you never know what could go on. You never know behind closed doors with these type of companies.
yeah. And so what they were saying is uh, that she brought significant and unprecedented results. That they helped her. Basically, they helped her become her own person, and they believe because of that that they should get money. And obviously,
Yeah,
in the suit, right? They say that her ending her relationship, she essentially gutted and devalued their Flutie Entertainment's interests in projects in which Flutie has a stake, which includes Homemade, her planned meal kit and kitchen product business. So I don't know what's that supposed to mean or whatever. Is this all because she left? Is that really it? But they, I mean, it just sounds from whatever all I've read is that they're just mad that she left, and they think that she should pay money back because they're blaming her for their brand becoming less valued because she was probably their only really big nationally known client, and even though she's her own thing, we all know that this is still because of Steph Curry, still because of Steph Curry, but they're just
well,
mad that she left.
that's why that's why she's trying to do her own shit because she doesn't want to be known as just someone who's Steph Curry's wife and shit. That's why she's doing all these money moves and business moves and cooking because she knows that if she doesn't want to be just known as Steph Curry's wife, she wants to be known as something else other than that.
Yeah, but it just seems like they're only really mad because she left. I haven't read anything that gives me a legit reason why they really need her money back. It just seems like well she left, so she really hurt our bottom line, so we want money back. It's very petty, but I'm not surprised. They're struggling probably, and they need some help, and they think, hey, let's go after her and try and take some of her money. Look all the damage she did. Oh, we can't get we probably can't make the money back from her leaving. She's devalued all the business deals we've had with her because she left. Yeah, she left. And that's not a problem, but I'm not surprised. These companies only care about themselves anyways.
Well, that is why if well that's why I have that's why I just completely stay away from these type of businesses because you never know what could happen.
Yeah, it
You
gets
can
messy.
you can end up getting sued for 10 million shit. So and then you're gonna be like fuck, well fuck.
You get sued for whatever they want to believe. You're like, why are you suing me for? You know?
Imagine if you get sued $100 million and you can't afford that.
Yeah, yeah. That's why they always say, be careful who sues you because some people just sue you for no damn reason. Just like, yeah, I'm gonna sue you right here. You're like, huh? Why are you suing me for? So weird.
You
So what
know,
else is that?
this is the topic that obviously has been going around YouTube for a cool minute now. If you haven't heard about my guy DDG, you should already know because you should already know who he is by now. But the reason why his name's being brought up is because he has a company called Zooted ENT, right? It means that he break because since he's been in the game for 6 years, he knows how it goes. Every time he makes a channel, that channel booms, and he gets all of his people. He gets subscribers on days for those channels. Like he got so many channels, he gave his two of his channels to his mom and dad. That's how. That's how you know. That's how you know he got it like that on YouTube. So Zudi ENT is a business where he signs influencers. He's already got some influencers lined up and it's basically where he helps you grow and he basically shows you the ropes on how to grow on YouTube and you do the work yourself because he's not going to be on your channel doing it for you. So the reason why I'm explaining what Zudi ENT is because the first person that ever signed the name's Riley Simpson,
Mm-hmm.
and the reason why her name is being brought up is because she's an ungrateful little scrub. She's an ungrateful little fucking scrub. The reason why I say that is because if you go, it's really long. It's really like kind of a long story. If you want to go on her degrading channel and just watch some subs go down, get Riley to 50K hashtag get Riley 50K, and you can go ahead and watch her. Her views going up, but them subs going down. So long story short, they had problems along the way. She it's really comes down to she was talking crazy to him. She let him go, and now all of a sudden he brings with this video talking about who's in Zooties, and then she goes ahead and talks mad crazy, talking about he likes her, and I'm sitting there like, come on now, if he liked you, why would he sign you? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like he signed 7. She another girl in Zooted. She got a whole family. She got a son and a boyfriend. Come on, bro. He signed another girl named Lala, who also got a boyfriend. Come the fuck on. If he I'm saying, like, it doesn't make sense. Her reasonings and her points in her video don't make sense. Talking about he's supposed to help you grow. He basically helped you grow. He basically helped you grow, and it's your job to upload consistent videos, and he's also giving you video ideas to do also, and he's also edited some of your videos. You still haven't paid your editor too. I know that for sure. You haven't paid your editor, so good luck with that one. He already on your ass too. So I seen that video yesterday. I was like, oh, the editor, you didn't pay your editor? What's going on? You using his edits? You using his intro? Oh man, and then she got exposed again by Trill Saucy. That
Yeah.
that man exposed. That man is. I watched the video yesterday. He's funny though. I would say he's funny, but she exposed him for what he exposed her for what she truly is, and is a clout chasing ass thought bitch. Yeah,
Yeah.
I said it. I said it because all these LA girls, they just be out here looking for a way to come up. She got that way to come up. Now all of a sudden, taking those subs away from you. The moment he said unsubscribe, what happened? She already at like 180,000 already. She had like when he made that video, it was at 254. Now she had like 180 something. So I'm gonna need to let me see. Let me see where she at right now. So she at one. Damn, she at 170. Damn, okay. Your channel tanking.
Yeah.
She started losing subs quicker, but now at this point she is tanking. But I could sit here and say a bunch of these points about the video, but I'm just like, I ain't got time for all that. You can just go ahead and watch. You can go ahead and watch the video. He made her like $40,000, and then the moment she left, she's making what she was making as a personal assistant, which was like $3,000 a month. And now, as of since the video was since before this live video that we're doing right now, she
Mm-hmm.
made like $600 in the entire month of April.
Wow.
Before the check even hit your account. So that lets you know that she's obviously uninteresting. She's obviously not creative. She obviously can't get 100,000 views on her video. If you look at her channel, look at all the shit she's posted. Up until like this week, she hasn't even hit 100K. And if she did hit those views, it's because she had all these other people in her video. Let me see you do that same shit without those people in your video. your channel would not force to how it was right now. And he basically just took your virginity without even your consent. That's what he just basically did to you. All those fans that subscribe to you, unsub from you. Me, I never really subscribe. I never for you to get my subscribe, you gotta be consistent. I actually gotta fuck with your vibe, and if I don't, then yeah. But at the time, she was cool. Now I know she's a clout chaser. Don't subscribe to Riley. Unsubscribe. Get Riley 50K, and that's about it. So just know all these girls in LA are clout chasers, and you do not want nothing to do with them because if they get any kind of like taste of your clout, they won't let you go. That's what she was doing with DDG. She she was like she thought she was gonna be the main priority in this company. No, baby girl, he got like 5 other motherfuckers in that whole company to worry about. Also, you not the only one. That's not how it works. He got you where you were at. He built you up, and now you got to finish the job. That's how it is. You 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 got to do what you got to do. You can't always be leaning towards him for help. Which it's like okay, he's supposed to promote your videos, but it's like he's already done what he needed to do. He's already done what he needed to do. He shows them in videos with you. That's already promotion as it is already. So I don't know why you're complaining. But these girls in LA just love that clout and they just won't let you go. And then I seen on Twitter she was talking mad crazy. She was calling him a bitch ass nigga and calling him a little boy, talking about she gonna fight him. I'm like, bitch, you ain't fighting nobody. You can't. I wish you would put hands on somebody. I would lie. Fuck that. I would, I would, I would laugh if you try to put hands on somebody. I was like, dude, this girl over here wilding, bro. And then she gonna go, bro. Long story short, she's a cloud chaser. She got exposed, and she trying to act like everything normal, but it's not. So
Yeah.
it's like these like I said, that's why I'm not dating nobody from I wouldn't say dating nobody from LA, but I wouldn't fuck with nobody like that from LA because they just especially these girls, they just clout chase. I can't do clout chasing. You can't clout chase me because if I sense any clout chasing, you gotta hit the dough. You gotta hit the dough, and I'm gonna lock it behind you. You can't come back no more. But that's really it. She's just a clout chaser. You got exposed, and now we'll see how she do we'll see how she do on her own because I would be intrigued to see where she goes. I would be interested to see if she can hit 1 million views by herself with nobody in her video because that should not happen at all. Either other than that, let's transition to something else right here.
All right. So let's transition to the NBA G League and the number one player in the next year's class. This coming year, Jalen Green has decided to move to the NBA G League. He'll be paid over $500,000 plus and be given a 1 year development program outside of the minor league traditional team structure. So basically, what does that mean? He does not go to these G League teams and play with them. He will actually be the focal point of a new G League team in South California that is for these
Oh,
guys.
he's gonna be the main guy over there.
Yes, he will be the main guy. Yes, he'll be main guy of a very specific team made for guys like him and Isaiah Todd, who's also a top 15 overall prospect, who also will be going this way, which I think is smart. I'm trying to, if you give me a second here. Yes, he was a contender to be the number one overall pick in the 2021 draft. He's 6'5", who he played for San Juan Memorial High School in Fresno, California. He's going to sign with the G League. So he will earn around $500,000 in wages, incentives, and sponsorship opportunities. He will also get one-on-one training. He will get full college scholarship and professional skills training. What they mean by full college scholarship is that this he will be able to earn a full college scholarship as just like any other NBA player can do. Obviously, when they get out and they get to the NBA, while getting the professional skills training and everything. Um, Him and other top recruits, like Isaiah I just said, are expected to play in an academy type structure that will involve the creation of this new team I was telling you that would play a unique travel heavy schedule and allow elite talent to team up together. And I think this is a good thing to do. You put all this elite talent together. What if they play really good against all these? I read they're going to play NBA teams and G League teams, which would be amazing to hear. And I think this is a great showcase of us trying to keep our people from going to Australia, like RJ Hampton and LaMelo Ball, but mostly RJ Hampton, and come to the NBA G League and come to this special team, um, which would be really really nice. I do like this. I think it's great. You're paying these guys a lot of money. You're paying them for you allow them to sign shoe deals. You allow them to do all this stuff. The only problem is maybe exposure, but hopefully they're able to get some of these games on TV so we can see these guys. If they're able to do that, this would still help. But the most important thing is that they're getting paid this money that their family can use and they can also use to better their lives, you know? And as much as I like the NCAA, I've always said that, you know, it's time to stop going there and it's time for you to start making some money early. Now I'd rather him just go straight to just say I'm going for the 2020 draft out of high school. But until they do that, this is the best way it's going to happen.
I mean, I think he made a smart move because he knows he's already dominant as he is right now. He knows he can be a top player in the league. Why not just go straight to the G League, show your dominance there, and hopefully get up to the NBA roster as soon as possible. So I'm not, and it's really I'm not really surprised that he did it anyway because as you as you can see that he's a very like uh as you say a smart
He's
man,
yeah,
and now he's gonna make 500,000. He gets all these perks, and he doesn't have to go through college because he can go through the G League and get paid and play at the same time. So that way he won't have to waste a year in college having to play for free and showcase his talents and not get paid for it.
yeah, and it's just important that we continue to tell people, man, if you're a if this works out well for this guy and he gets to be the number one overall pick in next year's draft and his first year out of this program, him, Isaiah Todd, and these other top players are doing well, I do think that this can become the way the top echelon high school players go. The regular guys can still go to college. You got Jalen Suggs, top 5 prospect. He's going to Gonzaga, so it's not for everybody because he probably wants to go to college and play for a national championship, and that's important to some kids. But a lot of these kids, I do think, more importantly, want to get paid money and want to get to the pro game as fast as possible. If Kevin Durant had this option to go, now he may have still chose college. Who knows? Because does he really want to play against not on TV? I don't know. But if it was me, I'd rather choose this way. I get paid right now.
Yeah,
You
that's what I
know,
would do too. I'd rather pay. I'd rather get paid to showcase my talents than to showcase my talents and not get paid.
yeah. Now he did say that he would have chosen Memphis. I believe everybody he would have chosen Memphis um to play in college. Now he did say Now, if you didn't know, in 2018, the league announced it would offer elite prospects like Jalen 125,000, but Green's contract is substantially north of that figure, so it's good. They're also going to be able to play. They're going to play about 20 games, which is less than the 50 game schedule most G League teams have.
How many games does G League play?
They play 50 actually. They play a good amount of games. Uh, Yeah, they actually played a good amount of games. They played 50 games actually. So about what is it, nine more than half of the NBA season. So they play about like probably like 53, 54% of the NBA season. So it's a good amount of games. Now he's now Goodwin did represent the last two number one picks. Is Aaron Goodwin representing LeBron James and Dwight Howard when they were coming out of high school. So this guy does have experience, which is good for him in bringing these guys to the NBA. Because as you and me have agreed, the NCAA exploits great players, especially blacks, of their talent and their ability, forcing them to not get paid for what they rightfully do. Sell their jersey numbers without their names so they don't have to pay them. Are you serious? As I said last year, all those Zion Williamson jerseys with the number one are Zion Williamson jerseys without his name. So they have to pay him, but they get all the money. Everybody gets paid except the player. John Calipari gets $10 million. Tom Izzo gets $10 million. Coach K gets $12 million. But what about Zion? He should get more than all of them. Or Kevin
Yeah,
Durant. All these guys. And this is a good way to get them money early. And they don't have to go to college. They don't even take classes, anyways. Let's just be honest. Most of them don't.
they don't.
No, most of them don't take classes. Yeah, most of them don't.
The college athletes.
Yeah, college athletes. Yes, yes.
The fuck? What?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
how this? What? They don't take. So how they get to play that if they don't take? They don't take
They give him. They
classes.
give him. They give him pretty much placeholder classes to just take. Yep. They just give him placeholder classes, man. They do. They really do.
Does that apply
Yeah.
for all players?
Play is more for the better players. If you're a really good player who knows he's not going to take those classes, just coming there. I mean, look at Ben Simmons. What classes did he really take? Just look at Ben Simmons. But yeah, it applies more to the top echelon players.
I'm about to say, shit. Let me join the team then.
Yeah, yeah. Now, like I said, if this works out, um, for Jalen Green, he should obviously advise guys to take that approach. But we will see. It's got to work out. I'm very happy for Jalen Green, his family. Um, he should handle it well. He's going to be with his people. He's going to be with other elite high school prospects, other high level prospects. It is just not the 500 plus guys. It will be those other guys um, who are going to be on that team. And I just like it because this does not force them to go to like Australia. They can stay home or they can at least be with their family and they get to play against NBA level competition. Let's just be honest. I know you don't know this, it may shock your mind, but well over
Whatever it is, I really probably don't know, but
yeah,
I like to have my
which
mind blown right now.
which is over 50% of the NBA are players who come from the NBA G League. So the G League is the NBA in a sense. Half of them are, from the draft, and half of them are from the G League.
For Chris
So,
Middleton is one of them.
yep, Chris Middleton is. I think he got drafted, but primarily worked in the G League. Um, the G League is important. This guy's going to get some great competition because when you hear about that 50%, this means this guy's going to play against the highest level he can play against. And if he dominates there, I have no clue why you wouldn't pick him number one. If I'm a GM and Jalen Green and Isaiah Todd are killing these NBA level players, They should be the top two guys, and then the next one should be the best player from college. There is no way I'm taking that college player over the best prospect of that class going to the special team and beating all these other guys and playing good. So it's good. I enjoy it. It's great.
Mm. So
So
that
let's see what else. What else is there? What else is here? Oh, I was going to talk about the NBA, right? The NBA is talking about how they're coming back. Adam Silver just had a conference call. Let me see here with all the different owners talk, or well, I'm sorry, board of governors, however they want to go about it. You know, I don't know why they call them governors. They own the team. Nobody even cares. I've never heard anybody give a goddamn care. So I don't even know why. Um, but what's it called? I did hear they may go to Walt Disney World to restart the NBA season.
they're playing over there.
Yep. I mean, it makes sense, right?
What's
Your
over
kids
there?
can go to
I mean,
rides.
what's over there though? I have
Yeah,
no
so
idea.
I'm looking here. I'm looking on Yahoo Sports, and the article is named basically why Walt Disney World would be the ideal spot for the NBA to salvage your season. They number one reason why they have hotel and housing, right? Disney has an abundance of hotel rooms in their 39 square mile property near Orlando, Florida. Uh, they have two hotels that will work particularly well. Disney Art of Animation Resort and Disney Pop Century Resort. They are they may not be the high end hotels these guys have, but they are near the ESPN Wide World Sports Complex, which what does that mean? They probably have a regulation what's it called, basketball court.
Basketball court. Yeah.
Yeah, what where to basically be able to exercise and train and everything. Um, they also have what the animation resort has 2,000 hotel rooms. Pop Century Resort has 2,900 hotel rooms. That's almost 49,000 rooms. I believe there's like 4,500 players in the league. I believe so. That actually would be enough.
That place that big? God
Yeah,
damn.
it's that big. The two resorts are connected to one another. They also feature food and beverages that could easily be tweaked to offer meals for NBA players, and also they have swimming pools for relaxation during downtime, and they have a smaller new resort if people want more high end accommodations, and it has all the same stuff. But the number one, obviously, we talked about the Wide World of Sports Complex can offer all of the basketball facilities that these guys have. The HP Fieldhouse over there is set to host high level basketball, right? They host a college basketball tournament called the Advocate Invitational every November. They also have um, a setup for broadcast. They also host the Visa Center, which has 6 full size basketball courts and can be configured stadium style with one primary court and also is broadcast ready. They also have an arena, a building called the Arena, which can house national championships for cheer and dance, but can be configured for basketball. It can also house 6 plus basketball courts and is also broadcast ready. And for me, that's
Could we potentially see 6 games at once?
yeah, basically that is something you could do. Kind of like what you would see at like a one of these AAU tournaments, or yeah, one of those AAU tournaments where they have games going on everywhere and stuff. Um, Let me see here. And also, you've heard about how for the to get sports back, you have to create a bubble, right? A place where you have to stay and nobody can come out or come in, right? It has to be the
Yeah.
players and the families of the players, and it's very
Yeah.
easy in the Walt Disney World in Florida because it's private property. which includes the hotels and the complex and the immediate surroundings. You can close off streets and deny access to any area with relative ease. You can also restrict housing and hotels and basketball facilities around there, though public areas would be difficult. Um, Now, also, you can broadcast with ease because I've already told you they have broadcast equipment there, so that wouldn't be a problem. NBA and Disney have a great relationship. I'm sure Bob Iger would be more than happy to do this if they want to do it. We don't know. And the number one reason is that pro sports are essential services in Florida.
As you can see,
So,
the performance center is still going on right now. They're
yes.
about to air a show in like basically an hour.
Yes, I know. Did you want to talk about? Are you going to talk about? I know I'm moving on a little bit quickly here before I finish. Are you going to talk about the WWE releasing 30 superstars from the contracts like a
Oh,
couple days ago?
oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I'll do that
Okay.
after you chat. Yeah.
And so the number one thing about this, the other big thing, apart from the facilities, apart from the hotel rooms, which can house basically the entire NBA players and personnel, seems like, is that pro sports are deemed essential. Like my partner here said, okay, the WWE is about to do another program live. Actually, the last couple programs have been taped. Now they're live again. So the governor of Florida said that live pro sports are essential. So it means pro sports can return, which is why I think the NBA and the MLB are probably looking to go to Florida because the MLB has spring training in Florida, which means they have MLB level uh, st- uh, stadium, well, not stadiums, but ballparks and locker rooms. And the NBA can easily go and play games if there's no fans, which will probably still be in Florida. And they'll be at Disney World, which they can walk around and do all that stuff. And so the final thoughts for this guy who wrote it is that while people may say, and I say this, Las Vegas would be cool, Atlantic City would be cool, and could be solid. Walt Disney World can afford all of these things with ease. You can get the housing. You can get you've been deemed essential service. You can get like eight. It sounds like 24 or more basketball courts. Like it's got three stadiums that can either be a you can play a single game in or you can play 6 games in at once. Something like that. So I think it's a cool choice. I think nobody's been talking about it, but it would be nice. So yeah, that's all I got.
So as we all seen, WB has this, out of nowhere did it like a mass contract cut of like 30 people, and the list of people is Drake Maverick, Kurt Hawkins, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Heath Slater, Ethan English, Eric Young, EC3, Leo Rush, Kurt Angle, Sarah Logan, Mike Chioda, Primo and Epico, Rowan, Mike and Maria Canellis, Zach Ryder, No Way Jose, Rusev, Deanna Perrazzo, and Alexander. So at first I was confused. Why did he do a mass contract reduction? But I guess
Mike,
but I guess
I'm sorry.
oh no, yeah, because I was you might have noticed, but I didn't know at
Yeah,
first. So
I read about it. I'm just very interested in. Still, they have like $500 million in liquid assets. This only saves them like $4 million. Um, Now, uh, Vince McMahon may be bleeding money. I don't know. Now, I heard you say that some of these guys, like what was your reasoning? You think for them releasing some of these lower tier guys, like a Zack
I mean,
Ryder?
my reason is because what I think is they're not being used. Like for example, Primo and Epico. I'll just go through.
Oh
I'll
wait,
just go through.
have they even
I'll just
been
go
on
through some.
TV? I
No,
think even
no.
been on
Primo
TV.
and Epico were not haven't been on TV like over a year.
That's what I'm saying. Man,
So,
they should honestly. Why don't you just let them go if you don't think they're any good? Personally, that's me. But
and so another one is like, well, Mike Kanellis, he was on TV like a couple months ago when it was Tony Nese and Leo Rush going having their little rivalry where Leo Rush was supposed to lead his Team NXT against Team 205 Live, but since he got hurt, he got to get replaced. And
mhm.
Mike Kanellis wasn't on our team, but he was on Tony Nese's team. So that's the
Okay.
last time I seen him. Marie Kanellis, she hasn't been on TV in like over a year.
Mhm.
No Way Jose, he was on TV like a couple weeks ago. He's just there getting his ass whooped all the time. I just don't understand
Yeah, he just continues to lose.
how they continue to make him lose.
Yeah,
Rusev, his last time on TV was like that whole rivalry he had with Bobby Lashley, and
that dead ass
after
rivalry.
and then after that little tag team, the mixed tag team match with him and him and Liv Morgan versus Lana and Bobby Lashley, that was like the last time we seen them. And Deonna Purrazzo, she was on TV a couple weeks ago also, but when she faced a returning Nia Jax, then she got cut.
Hell
Then
yeah.
then Sarah Logan, she faced Shayna Baszler on Raw for a Money in the Bank qualifying match. Like what this month, like it aired like this Monday, and then after she fucking stomped it, she fucking like fucking dislocated her damn arm and shit. Then she got let go, and Leo Rush, he was supposed to be in the NXT Cruiserweight Championship interim tournament, and he got taken out. Drake Maverick was the same thing. He got taken out also. Kerr
Mhm.
Hawkins, I don't know about Hawkins. He had that horrendous losing streak, and then afterwards he got taken off TV again. The OC, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, after WrestleMania, they just were never on TV again, and they just cut both of them. But Carl Anderson already said he's going back to Japan, so
Yeah,
he already
yeah.
so he already knew like he already after he got cut, he already knew he was going to go back to Japan anyway. I think Luke Gallows might follow him also. Aiden English, he was just a commentator,
Mhm.
and they decided to cut him. And Heath Slater, I don't know either. Really he was just kind of that dude that was there, but he was just used for certain ways that I don't know why. But there's like memes going on that almost all the members of 3MB became WWE champion, and then and then room, and like those memes were like, what if Heath Slater was the last member of 3MB to become WWE champion? Me, how I feel about that, I don't know. He doesn't have the look, nor does he have like that WWE champion like attitude. He doesn't to me. He just looks like some guy that just gets pushed over and doesn't do anything about it. EC3 and Eric Young, they don't even show up on TV. They just don't show up on TV at all. They're just there in the background, collecting a check. Mike Chioda, in my opinion, one of the greatest referees of all time. He was there as long as Undertaker. He just got cut out of nowhere. I just don't understand that one. I just don't
Yeah.
understand. And then and then that is like Kurt Angle. I don't know Curry, I think Curry was like backstage. He was like a backstage
I was
personnel.
backstage. Yeah. Yeah.
And then they cut his. I don't know his reason why they cut him, but other than that, from the list I see, I think from the list I see, a lot of these make sense, but some of them do not.
Well, I think some of them make sense because some of them just never used, right? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some of the ones that don't make sense are like Leo Rush, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, uh even you can even say Deonna Purrazzo doesn't make sense at all why she got cut.
mhm.
And in my opinion, like Sarah Logan, I just couldn't picture, I just couldn't picture her being like champion at all. There's like certain people in this in this line of work that just never amounted to become a champion in this business, and she just did not have that look to me at all. She just didn't because you put you put the title around her. That means you put all your belief in her carrying that women's division, for that brand. Meaning that you put all your faith into that person. I just can't put. I just couldn't put my faith into her at all. She just does not have the look. She just does not have the. She just does not have the attitude to carry all that kind of pressure because she's never been in that situation because she's never proven to want to be in that situation. So it's just some of these people that make sense and and only like a few of them don't to me.
Yeah. Now, I did read something that apparently Gallows and Anderson re-signed for over $500,000 a year each, which would be like $3 million over 3 years, which is unfortunate. And I also read from Tom Colhahu, who's a freelance pro wrestling journalist for the daily DDT, an Ultimate Fan blog. He's I'm sorry, contributor. That while this happened very quickly for these wrestlers, the money that was offered to them to be released by mutual agreement was a good amount. So they may have been released from their dream jobs out of the blue, but it seems like they were paid handsomely by them. I also read that if you're released from NXT, you will get a month of pay, and then you are free to do whatever you want. Which does that mean? They are free agents, which is a sharp contrast from typical contracts in WWE, which usually has a non-complete clause that they force. Because, well, what
Wait,
if you
so
do?
you telling me that those NXT people can still sign the WWE?
If they wanted to come back,
Oh,
which I don't know why you'd want to. They just
I mean, I thought you meant like they're free agents in there, so that means
they're free.
you are
Yeah, I
able.
mean, like they can sign with anybody. Like
Oh, okay,
New Japan
I
Pro
just got
Wrestling.
confused
Yeah.
I just got confused for a second. I thought you mean like they can sign with like Raw or SmackDown or something like that.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, they can sign with anybody. Like just like New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor, any of those guys. So that's cool. I think that's nice to do. He did just kick them out for like no, like we want to say $40 million, so we'll kick you out. Yeah, okay. Rusev, his that storyline was stupid. Anyways, I've told you this.
That
I
storyline lasted for over 4 months. Are you serious?
yeah,
Bro,
that
that
storyline.
was the most pointless storyline that I've ever had to sit through as a wrestling fan. I was every time I seen it, I was mad as hell. I was like, oh my god, I gotta sit. I can't fast forward through this. I can't do nothing. I
You're
either
like,
gotta sit or just browse through my phone until it's over.
yeah, you're like, damn, I really gotta sit through this long thing.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta really sit here and listen to this again. I've been doing it for 4 months, man. I've had enough.
Yeah,
It's about to make me go crazy.
yeah, man, that show is ridiculous. I swear, yeah, I hate it.
Uh,
I thought they complete disrespect to him in terms of what they did to him at the end. Personally, that's just what
oh,
I believe.
yeah, they did. They definitely did disrespect that man. They
Yeah, they
definitely did.
did. They're like, yeah,
They're going to use this relationship on TV.
yeah, they did this to Lita, right? They did this to Lita and Edge and Hardy. They're like real life triangle.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, they did to Lita and Matt Hardy, and then they got Edge involved, and she actually liked Edge,
Yeah, it was,
then Matt Hardy had a problem with Edge, and Edge had a problem with Hardy, so they actually went 1-on-1 in the ring and shit.
yeah,
And
totally. Yeah, totally.
then
You're correct. They had a real life problem and they used it to their advantage.
and then when they actually sat down, Lita just sounded like she did not give a fuck at all. She just sounded like she did not care. She just did like because that interview's on YouTube right now. You can just type in like Lita and Matt Hardy interview. He was over the phone. she just sounded like she did not care at all. It's like, damn, it's like really.
Like a real
So
life out of like acting interview, like an actual real life interview, like with real like real like oh yeah, like this is how I felt during this time, like that kind of interview.
yeah, I was like, it was back on I think Edge was I think either no, yeah, it happened like 2006. So basically like the
Mm,
year that Edge won his first WWE championship. That's
mm,
when it happened.
okay.
And they had an interview. She you may be right. It could be staged and shit, but from what I seen, it looked like it looked like she did not really care about how he felt or anything. Like she did not care about their relationship at all after she
Yeah, I
got
wouldn't be
with Ed.
surprised. Yeah, I wouldn't
So
be surprised if she didn't care. Wouldn't
yeah, because
surprise
you
me.
just watch that interview, you just like, damn, you really didn't give a fuck. So what was the point of you being with him in the first place if you just gonna act like this? You couldn't even woman up and just tell the man that you cheated on him. You had him go through all this shit, potentially get fired,
Yeah,
and now they used it against him, and then now we have all these releases that don't even doesn't even save you a fraction of what you actually have already as assets. I know, but I guess it's like to me, it's like this is a if you take out like for example, you take Leo Rush, Carl
mm,
Anderson, and Luke Gallows. This is probably like a and Mike Chioda. This is probably like a good list of people to release because they all have specific reasons why they're gone.
yeah,
So,
yeah. That could make, yeah, that makes sense.
because you half these people you don't even see on TV. No, you don't even see on TV at all.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
They're just taking up air. They're just taking up airtime.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some of them don't even really do anything. Like, some of these people I'm hearing, I'm like, what does you know no way Jose like was it his dream to like keep getting fucking killed by like every
Bobby
person he
Lashley.
wrestles? Like yeah, like was that your dream? Because that wouldn't be my dream. I promise you that wouldn't be my dream.
I
Like
swear to
fuck
God,
that
if I
shit.
was there, I would tell him straight. I'm like, I'm tired of getting my ass beat, bro, for a check. That's not what I came here for. I came here to win matches. I came here to win titles, have big storyline matches, and came here to have an impact on people's lives. Not to get a check to get my ass whooped. I swear, I swear to God and everything, that would not fly with me, man. I can't do it. I just can't sit there and just get my ass beat on a daily basis. It
Yeah,
just doesn't make sense whether it's real or fake, whether I'm
yeah.
getting
That's
paid
that's
or not.
that's what I've always hated about the WWE is, look at Drew McIntyre, right? They believed in Drew McIntyre from the beginning, right? Remember when Miss McMahon was like, he's going
Yeah,
to be a world
back in
champion?
2009, the chosen one thing.
Yeah, the chosen one thing, a nice, like, really dope theme song, and he beat like Triple H and John Cena. Remember that, like early in his career.
Who did Drew McIntyre?
Yeah, he beat. I know he beat Triple H. Yeah, I do. I remember this.
He beat
Yeah,
Triple H.
yeah, I remember this. Yeah. hmm yeah, I remember this. I mean, you can look it up, but I strongly remember early in his career, he like beat all the top guys as a way to like put him over the top, right? With all like basically validating the reasons why he McMahon was like, oh he's gonna be a world champion. Like he like they really um pushed him over. Let's
Oh
see.
damn,
Let me make sure.
he beat Drew. He beat Triple H. He beat John Cena.
Let me see if he really even fought those guys. But he beat like some really good guys early. Or was that Ed? Yeah, I remember I'm seeing like Edge. I'm sure you can look it up to make sure, but who he beat early. I'm trying to look. That's what I want to know because they
It
pushed him
was
hard, man. I remember that.
I
They're
know he
like
beat Kofi
world
Kingston.
champion.
I know he beat
Yeah,
Kofi Kingston before.
yeah. I'm sure you can look up early like early appearance. Was it the chosen one? Here we go. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
I need to see who the I
Yeah.
need.
I know. I well, he faced our truth like early in his career though. I remember that he kept attacking our truth. He
To see.
found my bragging rights. Let me see here. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I saw your thing about Kofi Kingston to where he beat him. Blah blah blah. Uh, I guess I'm reading here. Guess he didn't face any of them. I know he faced Hardy. He lost to the Undertaker, but it was the whole chosen one crap. Remember that.
I know.
But yeah, but I'm reading through. It doesn't seem like he really faced anybody of big relevance and under other than Undertaker. Just he faced like Matt Hardy and
I
Kane.
mean, he faced like John Morrison.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
it's
need,
crazy.
Cause I was like, I don't think. So I was like, that could be false. That could be false. To be honest,
Yeah. Uh,
so I'm looking.
it,
So I'm looking through his. I'm looking through
guess he didn't face.
his win loss record.
Mm-hmm.
Like he didn't beat. He didn't. You might be talking about that tag team match that he had against David Ortega and John Cena. Well, he lost that one.
Mm.
He
Okay.
lost that one. So
Yeah.
he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't
So,
win.
yeah, you're right. But I remember they were like pushing Chose One, and he had all these really good matches. In the end, he had good matches at the time. And like, what was it? When was that? Was from 2009, 2012? Because I'm on his Wikipedia page because Wikipedia is usually pretty accurate, especially about these wrestling things. They don't really care about that.
But
And
if you
then
want the in depth, you just type in Drew McIntyre win loss, and then it'll come up the Internet Wrestling Database, and then you can just type in any wrestler you know, and then you can actually know the man. You actually see if they won or lost to anybody.
yeah,
So
all
that's
I'm gonna
what.
say is like after like 2009 to 12, the guy was really good. Like this, we're showing you what happens to guys that are really good and W like believes in, and then they give them good matches, and then when they're tired of them or they don't believe they're good, how they just bury them into the ground. Around 2012, guy goes in 3MB. He's with Jinder Mahal and Heath Slater, and they go on to get hurt, beat up and destroyed,
By the
and
Shield, by
by the
Triple
yeah,
H, by
yep,
Brock Lesnar.
yep,
But
yep, and they would lose all their matches. I'm like, these guys just keep losing. And he leaves, and then he goes he returns to ICW, which is insane championship wrestling for 3 years. He gets really good, all that. People actually believe in him and all that shit. He does Evolve in the same time. He goes to independent circuit during the same time. He goes to TNA for like a year. This is when he got his like real body too. Remember the guy was like the slimmest dude ever, and
oh
then
yeah, he
shit.
did. He was not. But he was not how he looked right now.
Yeah, like now he's like a decently buff guy, and he had some reigns. He went to like Pro Wrestling Gorilla for about a couple months during 15-16. He comes back to WWE. He wins the NXT Championship. He has great matches against. He had a few with
Bobby,
but yeah,
he had some matches against Bobby Roode, Adam Cole, Andrade, uh, Roderick Strong, and
yeah,
yeah, the guys like that. He had those good matches
yeah,
over in NXT.
and also Andrade, who was a NXT champion. Look what they do to him now too. In tag team matches, they don't believe in the guy or whatever they don't.
I mean, Andrade, he's been getting injured a lot for over the last like over the last like 6 months and 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
He's been getting injured, and then now they put him in. They it was a 5 minute match where him and Drew McIntyre started went one on one. So that didn't even last long.
Yeah. But this is just to prove to you how what happens to these guys. They go all across the world after getting killed by WWE. And who are we talking about actually before we went to this?
We was talking about Drew McIntyre. Man, we
Yeah,
just
yeah, I
jumped.
know. Oh, I
We
thought.
just jumped. Oh, we jumped to Andrade after him.
Oh yeah, because I thought I said, but oh yeah, we're talking about why we buries some of these guys. Like they're burying No Way Jose and all these dudes. That's who we're talking about.
Oh yeah,
We're talking
we
about
was talking about those releases. Yeah.
those releases, and most of those guys who get released are not on TV. Either one because they don't believe in them, or two, they've gone through their motions. Like I remember when Mark Henry was like getting like he was just a jobber basically, and a guy was getting paid to get jobs and get slammed and get beat and shit. Like when
And then
Mark Henry was
2000,
lit,
and then 2011 to 2013 was 2011 was the height of Mark Henry,
yeah, basically the Hall of
where he
Pain.
created his the Hall of Pain thing, Hall of Pain ceremony, where he basically takes a chair and then does basically a splash on your leg and then takes you out of action for like a couple for a long time, beat Randy Orton to become world heavyweight champion, and then lost to the Big Show, and then afterwards just being on that little. He was still on that tear, but he just never got back to being world champion again.
Yeah, they gave him. What I believe is that they gave him the James. I'm sorry. What's his name? They basically gave the dude um the Kofi Kingston thing, right? Like Kofi Kingston
Yeah,
gets
but
this
Kofi
incredible.
Kingston had it for like 6 months. Mark Henry only had it for like 3 months, for 90 days,
Holy
literally
fuck,
90 days.
man!
Kofi
They re-
Kingston had it for like from WrestleMania all the way to the premiere of SmackDown Live. That's a long ass time.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, man. They really don't. It's just it really does suck though. Like some like their belief in some of these guys is like it's just not there. Like they don't believe in some of these wrestlers, and it just makes me sad. Watching some of these guys get beat down for no reason. I'm like, damn. Is that all they're there for? To lose? Like every which way? Like, yeah, man. I'm just here to get my check and get my ass beat. You know.
Your girl asks you like, "You're going to work, babe?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. I'm going to pack up my tights, my shoes, my gear, and I'm gonna go take this 10-hour flight all the way to Orlando, Florida, just get my ass beat and come home." Fuck, hell no, hell
Yeah.
no. I can't do it. I just
No, I
can't do
can't
it.
do it. I can't do it. I can't go out there and keep getting my ass beat by other men, and that's all I get. Get my
I don't
ass
know.
beat.
I guess that's why we're not in wrestling because we know what it is. I guess that's why we're not wrestling right at all.
Yeah, wrestling's cool, but like if people don't like you, they just put you in this like they put you in this what's it called? What's the word I want to use? They put you in this giant like
Oh,
vortex of constant losing where all you do is lose for like ever and you can never get out. It's crazy. Like that's the thing I hate the most is just the constant losing you have to you just all you do is lose. I'm like, fuck that. Can I stop losing? You know?
you
That's
can
always been
stop
my issue.
losing. They tell you to stop losing.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, that was a good talk about WWE. Is there anything else, or do you think we should sign out?
No, we about to sign up. I think we talked their heads off long enough.
Yeah, yeah, you're
So
right.
with that being said, this has been another episode of the APF podcast, episode 53. Make sure you click the link in the description. Check out all the links. If you haven't watched last week's episode, telling you that was probably the funniest one. That was probably the funniest one that we made so far. So it is either coach signing out.
It's your boy going for signing out. I hope you guys enjoy however you can your Friday. Enjoy the weekend, and most importantly, social distance and stay at home.
Make sure you wipe your shit down too, because that's what we did, man. Oh my god,
Yeah, that's a long ass process. Holy
that was
shit.
a that was a process. Just having to literally spray Lysol on the towel and wipe down everything, bro. I don't know who else is doing that. I don't think no one else is doing that. We just put we just put you on game. Do that if you don't want to be sick.
Dude, yeah, I mean, it could help. I mean, I don't know who the fuck else is doing that, but we are doing that because we just are, man. That's our
We,
life right here.
that's our life. We do not play these games.
Nah,
When
we
I
don't
tell
play
you
this game.
when black people hear some shit like this, we don't play no games at all.
Yeah,
No,
have you looked at the numbers? Yeah, black people are dying way more. Like we're 20% of a state's population. We're like double the percent of deaths. Yeah, I'm taking that seriously. I'm sorry.
I just got 1 year older, man. I ain't done nothing yet. I'm ready.
Yeah,
Like I said last week, I ain't ready to die. Fuck
nope,
that. You
nope.
ain't do. I ain't do nothing yet. We talking about I'm ready to die. Nope.
Yep.
Bye
And then
bye.
go look at Jacksonville Beach in Florida. They reopened their beach 26 minutes ago from an hour ago. So basically, an hour ago, 26 minutes, and damn, that beach is filled. More coronavirus, man. We done. We're out of here, man. Woo.
We out here, man. Peace. Ah.
Hmm